minutes, 15 minutes. That's all. This is the crow's nest. We walk down. This is the American Rapids. They're also a popular site. Okay, so thank you for this. And I hope you all like the view because I enjoy it every day. And please plan to come here whenever you wish to. So let's go ahead with what we have planned to do today. It's reimagining business education in the industry. And as I would say that I'm delighted to be here today. Today's session is not just about artificial intelligence. I'm not going to talk about it because we all have been attending a lot of webinars, but it's about how we as educators, can lead in the age of AI. How can we be the digital leaders, the AI leaders? So Industry 5.0, that has been the part of the theme topic here. We can say that it's a human centered evolution where technology enhances and does not replace the educator. So the scare that we'll be replaced is no longer there. So it is going to enhance our teaching. Our focus today will be on bridging the gap between digital innovation, academic excellence, and human empathy. So that's the important part, that we all live in the scare that our jobs are going to be taken away, will be replaced. Not at all. If you or all of us learn and unlearn and move ahead in the direction that we are supposed to be in. Okay, so Industry 5.0 places human values, sustainability, and purpose at the core of economic progress. And that's coming from the ATAL brochure. So this is very important for all of us. And so I've already spoken about it. If you read this talks about the advanced sustainable leadership, and it is how the education is linked to the goals of most of the institutions will be doing this in the future. So how are we going to fit in simple language? Are we prepared for it? So let's go ahead. So speaker credentials and expertise, this is for me as lot of I call these all our acronyms or what to say got added, but this is just to show that the enhancing is going on, the continuous learning is going on. So this doesn't come in a day. We do prepare for ourselves for this learning, upgrading, and get onto those sites where we can actually enhance our knowledge. And this has happened over the years. And I'm still saying that I'm still learning till date. And that's where I'm learning, because this is, you can say, the DBA. It's a PhD, but it's another corporate doctorate, a doctorate in the candidate. Like I'm a candidate yet, but I'm almost finishing. Is the thesis or the final submission going on, dissertation, which is on the emerging technologies and generative AI. So why did I do that? This is not because I feel this is enough. It's enough, yes, it's enough, I would say. But enhancing your knowledge from all over the place, and actually you can display it or demonstrate it to your students, that's the most important. So if you just attend a webinar, you've got nothing to demonstrate, it's not the thing. We have to be somewhere that they look up to us and they follow us, and we kind of pose as a role model. Let's go ahead to see my journey towards AI leadership. After that, I will come back what we can do. So this is what I started in 2010. I was not in Canada then. I was in Malaysia, where I started this curriculum innovation. And then moving on to when I moved here, it was 2012. And then since then, I'm here. And my volunteer leadership, I work with DDSAs, even giving back to the not for profit, that is Down syndrome. That has nothing to do with my career, currently academic teaching and learning. But then they are other specially abled kids who need special children who need our support as well. So I worked with them for 2 years, continuously consecutive for 4 years, giving them back my back to the community. And then it was the RSA, where I'm still there. And I recently had a guest speaker session from UK that's called the Royal Society. I'm a fellow, Royal Society of Arts. Like you have the Royal Society of Medicine, similarly. So FRCS, FRSA, these are Royal Societies, but they only offer the fellowship if they find you eligible for it. And we all can be eligible for it. So recognized for community impact. And then now, currently, you can see this. This is the doctoral research in AI. I do speak, I do offer my services, and I'm an author. And the last book that I'm writing on is Emerging Technologies Adopted by Women Entrepreneurs. Probably that was not forwarded to because it was in the nascent stages, and Dr. Sapna would have added it, I'm sure, but it was too new because I just started in July, and that will be my one of the areas where I'm working on, and I aim to send it for publication in the next 1 or 2 months. And I'm an AI innovation hub member at Niagara Falls for small and medium businesses. So these are the things which keep me busy. But how did they actually reach out? It's because the learning and the, in simple language, the alphabets that get added to our designations. But we can do it. We all can do it. The academic, strong, inner self of us can actually achieve it. So I chose to focus on AI research and professional mastery instead of administrative titles, which would say they were offering for getting into a administrative academic manager, academic senior manager, or the director and the dean. And I chose to stay back for some time till I finish my DBA. And I would be redefining leadership through learning and impact because that's where I want to be tomorrow. So I'm waiting for the right time, but the right time will come only when I show my achievements and I actually can give back and I'm capable to. So let's make ourselves, all of us can do it. So let's go ahead. Welcome to Niagara Falls. Yes, I've already welcomed. This is not for me, like I will be sending it out later on. This is some video about my university, but a little bit summary of the university is here where I belong and I'm working now. Is located in one of the most iconic natural settings. You already saw it. That's why I showed it to you. The North America, attracting students from over 50 countries worldwide. And anyone can come. Even we'll be offering DBA very soon. And we have masters in AI as well. So our diverse campus community creates a rich learning environment where global perspectives enhance the educational experience and prepare students for international careers. And we have domestic as well as international and lots of American students. So today's session focuses on how digital skills and certifications can accelerate your career opportunities across key global markets or very much in the institutions where you are. Don't you think all the universities will revamp their courses? I'm sure they will in the next 1 year, of course, and they're already doing it because your every course needs the AI element in it. Got it? So that has to happen. And all of us, are we prepared for it? That's my question goes out to all of you. Are we prepared for it? Let's prepare for it before it actually hits us, in a strong way. Let's go ahead. So shaping future, this is my university inside area, and it's beautiful to walk in. Shaping future digital leaders, the University of Niagara Falls, Ontario is committed to preparing students for the evolving digital landscape, and it includes AI, innovative programs, and a global perspective. So we have all these programs. This is just to show you where I come from and where I am offering my services. Of course, my services are for the entire world. I do community outreach, and that's how I'm here today. Let's go ahead. These are the programs. Yes, they have undergrad also. They have grad also and some preparatory, but they have also been approved for multiple AI and sustainability related courses. In spite of when you hear that difficult situations are there, it's not for the master's program. That's only actually for the PG, the postgrad program. The PG is the diploma program. The people who are coming in for masters are still there and they are getting the visas. So that's when this is not explicitly outlined by the media, but that's the truth. So the next is today's agenda. And the real most important thing is where are we today and what are we going to do tomorrow? So introduction and icebreaker. So we will be doing an interactive Mentimeter. Mentimeter is a tool. I'll be, going to a slide where you'll see a QR code. You can give your inputs. I'll be waiting, and we can actually see what you wish to or what your career path would be. So Mentimeter session will be kicking things off. Next one. I have an AI and digital leadership, explore the latest goal trends, what's happening in the world. I'll show that. And then a Scrum Master, and of course other certifications. Why I've included Scrum Master is the very simple, most required by the banking sector, the financial sector, the supply chain. All the sectors in the world are looking for Scrum Masters, and project management is also a part. But Scrum Master is agile technologies. You often call it agile in our in the eastern part of the globe, but here they call it agile. So it's Scrum Master and agile, and discover the benefits and pathways to becoming a certified Scrum Master in whatever you're doing. That could be one of the certification, but of course there are many others that I'll ask you to explore. Next is we are looking at job market insights for not only us. We need to actually address our students, so we need to be wiser when it comes to, or updated when it comes to what's happening in the world for our students, to update them before they step out into the world. Emerging technologies, I've already spoken about the AI and innovations, which we'll be addressing that. Interactive Q&A, that's of course lined up for the end of the session, and conclusion and next step, how you will addressing your own career path or choosing your career path would be the question, takeaway from the session for you. Let's go ahead. 1 minute. I think, yeah, now it went. So you can see a QR code, right? So if you can see this QR code, I would really request you to, I think, yeah. So you can actually, wait a minute, it just by mistake, it went off. So this is an interactive poll. So you can go to the QR code and you will find something there. A set of questions. Opt for the question for the thing that you wish to. It's about mapping your professional development goals. And as educators, our role is to integrate purpose with progress, to use AI not merely as a tool. We are not users. We don't want to be users. Otherwise, yes, we will be questioned as to why are we there, because everybody can be a user. What are you doing to implement something in your own career path? So as a transformative force, AI should be used as a transformative force that empowers ethical, sustainable, and human centric learning. So, below on screen, you can see this. I hope everybody, I'll give you some time, maybe a minute or two, to scan the code from with your, all of us can do it, and scan the code, and then I will be showing the results. I'll be going out of this, the PowerPoint, because that's what is required. I have the results link here, but if everybody has done that, I will be glad to go and see the results as to what you wish to be or what you plan for your professional development goals. So I think most of you must have done that by now. It takes a minute or two. So can we go to the results, Dr. Sapna? I think it's okay. I'll give some time.
No, ma'am. I think, yes, ma'am, we are done, I believe.
Okay, so let's see what shows up there, if it works. But sometimes I had difficulties earlier, but let's see what it's going to give me today. The results should pop up, and if you cannot see it, I'll stop and share again. Can you see the results? No. Can you see my screen for the results?
Not
No.
yet, ma'am. Not yet.
Okay, so I'll share again. Sometimes it happens that the result page won't pop up the way we wish to. Here's the result. So when I click the link that you have, you can see the results are here. So what did you say? So let's see that. Which certifications are you considering for your professional development? So we all need to be doing something to enhance our current status. Even if you've done a PhD, certifications, the continuous learning, the addressing the AI and the emerging technologies element is a must, and you can demonstrate it. Demonstrate means just attending a webinar cannot demonstrate it and does not add value to your skill sets. So how are we addressing that? So the PMP project management, a lot of people have aligned this as their goal. Thank you. Scrum Master 1 or so it's kind of we can take it as a percentage, 8%, 1%, 5. So probably these are numbers, but if everybody has not done it, I would just take it that AI ML certification, this is is also really interesting. Coding and programming, yes, many of us may not be in that area. This is a niche area, so only people with the select background can do that. Then AWS certified cloud practitioner could be another one. There's still, it's very much related to the high tech, back-end coding and learning high tech, technology with the AWS, Amazon Web Services. Next is Google Digital. We have 6, 8. So we can see that content creation and PMP actually takes the lead, and that's 8. And we have 4 and 4, addressing the Adobe certified. I'm also an Adobe certified instructional designer. So Adobe people had come down from US to Canada some a couple of years ago, and I attended the in-person session. And after the session of the entire day, we had an exam at the end, and we had to do that. In fact, I think it was 2 days session, but we had to travel 2 days because I live in this area, so I had to. And then attempt the exam on the second day for another 2 hours, and you get your certificate there and then. So they do often do that, but they have something online as well. So Canva design certification also people are interested. Amazing. This is an amazing. Some people have not done it probably later on, but this gives you a quick picture as to where things are going, what people are planning to do. And this is Agile, and I must say that Scrum and Agile is beyond project management currently because it's agile. That's the latest thing. Okay, so I wish to go back now to where we were. Thank you for your participation, and this gives us an insight, and all of you got an insight now. And without discussing, without talking, we could address this easily. So that's the thing that I wanted today. I'm going back to where I was, and I'll be sharing my. If you can see my screen? Yes, we were here. You don't need to do it again. Uh, let's go ahead with the next one. And in this case, when we come here, yeah. So we are talking about AI and digital leadership global trends. Of course, when we come to global trends, it's always the artificial intelligence has actually taken over. And it's talking about, according to the Price Waterhouse, PwC is Price Waterhouse, the company which is very popular, and it also does a lot of researches. So I should say that we have 15.77 trillion is actually they will add to the global economy by 2030. The AI will add that kind of the different areas will be absolutely revamping, and you'll find everything going the AI way by 2030. So we just have I should say we are in 2025, so another 5.5 or less than 5.5 years now left. So think of roles like AI project manager. So you will have no longer a simple project manager. You'll have a AI project manager or AI business analyst. So it's no longer a business analyst. So we shouldn't be talking about just a business analysis as a role in our classes. We have to actually talk about the AI based business roles, and then these combine strategic thinking, I should say, the analytic learning at the back end. That's the model of the new educator. So are we prepared for it? And a digital leader guiding human potential. So we all want to be in that era. We all want to be in the system and not, you know, not stay away or not be left out. So that's what I'm addressing. That are you all prepared for it? If yes, yes. So digital leaders are at the forefront and leveraging AI for strategic decision making, integrating it in your own teaching and across core business functions like project, HR, and supply chain is what we need to do. And that can never happen if we have not actually jumped into it and got our feet wet out there. So this shift is creating exciting new career paths, including roles such as AI. So I've already talked about it. Look at me, I'm actually in it, and I wish to pursue this for the next 1 year so that I'm enabled and absolutely ready to take on the responsibilities of having a strong AI backed role in my future career. So in the next very near future career. So I don't want to jump into any roles which do not work for me in the future. Let's go ahead. So here is empowering faculty for the AI era. This is our, I should say, the most, this is the takeaway from this session for you all, because I would say, are we prepared? Again and again, I'm saying, like, uttering these 3 words again and again, are we prepared? So empowering faculty for the AI era. In this, you can see that I've actually given you a table faculty upskilling in the age. How are we prepared? Are we preparing for this industry 5.0? So the stage is learn, apply, and share. So the focus area is emerging tech and AI concepts. We already know that people are interested and they've already given they opted for those options in the Mentimeter. Just now we saw the Mentimeter results. So you can see the tool certification, PG AIML. This is just a sample that I'm telling you. You can have multiple from IIT Mumbai, IIT Bangalore, and Delhi, and wherever. These courses are being done, which are in AIML, and even your own institutions may be offering it. So you could also opt for that. And then foundation in applied AI. So this is which is highly essential for any one of us currently listening to this one. Next is apply project leadership and execution. This, many of you said PMP. Yes, that was true, but then there is one more called PMP in the AI era. You go to the PA project management website, PMI website, and you will find more which is connected with the uh, current trends. So the trendy ones you should pick up to go for. Scrum Master is one of the trendy ones. Next is, because it works for any industry, even not for profit. Then integrating in teaching and research, we should continuously be talking about all our slides, old slides should be actually revamped. And when we go to the classrooms, they should have the AI element, discussing people, discussing students, discussing with students how it will actually, how you are integrating AI and how they can also adapt it and adopt it. Share. So research and faculty, when you come down to research, all these enhancements will actually influence your research always, and your FDP. These sessions will always come up, so that will also enhance your knowledge. I'm doing the DBA from US. It's just that this was offered online and it was working for me because, of course, I can't jump out at this stage of life to in person, but this works. So I went ahead. You can also do that, and it's a global knowledge dissemination, and we are learning from all those people who've jumped into it years ago. The people who are teaching us or who are facilitators are AI techie people, and they are actually, they were in that field since the beginning, I could say last 5 to 10 years, and we are jumping in it now because that's the trend. That time it wasn't the trend, but they were the one who are leading the trend now. So that's good. And here we don't see age, we don't see we just see their skill sets and whether they are able to give back in the same way as we wish to have. So from educator to digital leader, all of us, this is the path we need to opt for. And the AI the AI vision is there. Equip faculty to integrate ethical AI and digital pedagogy, build future ready learners. This is what we need to do with certifications and analytics. Embed sustainability and human values, how you are connected continuously with the AI element and how you can talk about AI, you learn about AI, you use ChatGPT is not the only thing. I'm talking of how you can make your own uh, all these AI tools offer some of the options where you can customize the AI for your role. Have we been able to do that? Are we ready for it? So if you are not doing that, not customizing the AI tool for your teaching abilities to be enhanced, then we are not doing something that is required in the next 6 months or 1 year. This is high time we should get into it. So build future ready learners. We have to do it. Embed all the sustainability, human values, transform faculty into digital change leaders. That's what our role will be because we don't want to get dropped out, right? Next is lead with purpose, teach with empathy, and innovate. The same classrooms will happen either online or in person. The same facilitation, or I should say, facilities will be provided to students. Not much changes will come in, but what you will be required to do is customize AI influenced, customize your teaching and your learning abilities to and offer it to the students. It's kind of a package that you've got to create and develop, and that's high time we need to do it now. If we are not doing it and we are still teaching organizational behavior without an AI enhanced model embedded into our teaching, we are losing something. So lead with purpose, teach and empathy, definite. And Industry 5.0, that's what it is looking for. Don't define leadership, knowledge, ethics, but it is the ability to enhance and jump into it and embrace it. at the right time. So I hope you're with me. Any questions at the end, you can keep writing your questions and you can ask. Yes, I'll be able to answer this. So, pathways to faculty excellence. We are all in this faculty development, and I'm already learning. So, you know that the faculty excellence is not just attending this webinar. This is good to enhance your goal setting ability. But now, after you set your goal, what next? Where do you reach out to get all these learning and embrace it? And when you have your time, even on the weekends, you can actually get going, pull everything together, learn, submit assignments, and uh, get your skill sets enhanced to demonstrate to your students and to your institutions where you're working. And this will be demanded in a few years' time, or I should say within 1 or 2 years. So the registration would be, I have just, this is a sample that some of the ATP's authorized training partners of some of the are some of the institutions are there. So we can always reach out to the institutions authorized training partners of PMP, PMI are in India, authorized training partners of Scrum are in India, and I also run one. So we can always go back. So I'm just not leaving that for long, but you can reach out to me on my email and or my LinkedIn, and we can discuss about it. I can guide you. That's all. So beyond Scrum and other major career enhancing certification, this is another slide which is going to give you the actual idea as to where you are heading for, where you wish to head for. So beyond project management methodologies like Scrum or PMP, the digital landscape is rapidly evolving with transformative. There are many more things, yeah, and future leaders must understand and adapt to these innovations to drive their organizations forward. Something interesting is coming, just wait. So AI powered another QR code, and that will be very interesting. So we have organizations forwarding the AI powered analytics. So we actually can get into this. We leverage machine learning. Many of you showed interest in it, but not many. This is not highly technology oriented. Machine learning is understanding how machine works. The coding is already provided nowadays. Then robotic process automation. Yes, robo is also. Is anybody talking there? Hello.
Sorry for the disturbance, ma'am. Actually, I have muted all of them. You can please continue. Apologies.
It's okay. Thank you. So the learners or the faculty development enthusiasts are huge today. Thank you for coordinating so well. I really appreciate all of you, your patient listening and your understanding, and then also using the interactive tool, the QR code, to communicate. Thank you. So the robotic process automation is another one. Automative, repetitive, rule-based tasks. I have been judge invited as a judge for robotic competitions in Canada, in Ontario, and there are robotic enthusiasts, and that. I mean, fortunately, I should say it's an Indian person, Saxena. So he actually does this because he works somewhere else. He works in an IT industry, but he's such an enthusiast that he has brought all these students together from schools, and he has made a club, and they all create these robots with programs, and he teaches them, and they actually compete with it and other clubs, robotic clubs. And now that has become like a fever in every kid that, are you in the robotics club? So that's what is happening. So do we understand, if you can search and find out any robotics clubs in and around your area, I believe that will be amazing to go and see one of those competitions or one of those sessions of how robotics is coming up and what is. So that is called Vex IQ over here, but I'm sure we have multiple, robotics clubs in your area as well. So that will also enhance our knowledge and understanding. So we will realize that it's not so difficult if we jump into it and start learning. Blockchain applications. Blockchain was like it's been adopted from SAP, and that's the enterprise ERP. It's called enterprise relationship. So enterprise resource planning, but they're all connected in a relationship in the sense they're all integrated. So this is another which saves time and cost and moves things faster. So Walmart has used it, and I'm sure many of the supermarkets and retail chain stores have adopted blockchain. Learning this also, I have done courses with SAP on blockchain, and this really enhanced my knowledge and understanding on how things would work in the supply chain industry industry and other industries as well. Even medical and human resources will be adopting blockchain. Cloud native platforms. You have the design and deploy scalable, resilient applications. Cloud services, we were talking about AWS last time. You know about it, but how will you be able to do some micro credentials initially? How do you start with? Actually, you could do some micro credentials on the IBM website. You go, some free courses are there, MIT, some IIT courses are also being offered, Coursera. You do know about Udemy, but anything which is more authentic, just do some micro credential, understand it. That's how what I did for my AIML, and then I jumped into a bigger course to just get those, demonstrating my abilities and skill sets to my institution and to my people and to my students, and also use it. So that will be enhancing your readiness for this new world. And AI driven cybersecurity. AI driven cybersecurity, the last one here, please. So that is the one which fortifies. Cybersecurity is again a very unique area, because every institution will need, every banking, anything which is dealing with money will be looking at cybersecurity. So that also is coming up very strongly. So all of us can make. They don't need any prerequisite. Any prerequisite is not required as in terms of getting to know these fields or understanding, and also adapting and adopting and learning into it. So it's not required that you have to be a math student to be an business analyst nowadays. If you're teaching management, well, of course, that will pave your way faster and you'll understand things better. So let's go ahead. Success rate for our students. How are we doing in the market? And when we address our students, are we aware? Are we aware what's happening in the, besides the news that we get all the time? Some news is, some news are, I don't know, I'm just moving this thing on the side because the gallery, and here you can see the success rate for our students. You can see UK, Dubai, Canada, Australia. I could have more, but then I did not add all the, so job placement, this is just an example, job placement with Scrum and job placement without Scrum. So without Scrum is the, you can see this one. So with Scrum, they have more. If you can see in Dubai, they are looking out. So are we addressing this in our classes? Are we telling the students that go ahead with certifications, then apply for, you want them to do well by the time they're finishing a master's program or undergrad, they should take a certification so that it's like coupled with the two things together, the degree and the certification, they can jump into many different global job requirements are there, and they can jump into it. They can offer their services. I'm sure they'll be the eligible ones. Okay, so this is just a quick view into it, a quick sneak peek into it. Let's go ahead with next steps for our students also. When we enhance, we also see to it that we take, leadership says that we take everybody along with us. So leaders shouldn't go alone. So the leadership quality says that we go with them. So we should also tell our students to achieve some of, or select some of the certifications and enhance their knowledge, which is besides what their degree program is offering currently. These are the few things. Our link will be provided later when you reach out. That's just for an example because that's the easiest. Hey, now there comes your another QR code. And I guess we need to discuss. So this is the way I'm talking today. At the end, we'll talk about Q&A. But right now, QR code gives me an insight into what your mind is talking, what you wish to talk about. So reimagining your classroom with AI. All of us are teachers and really loved teachers. Like our students are crazy about us. So have you ever thought what you're offering to them? Is it the best? Reimagining your classroom with AI. Which area is most challenging for you to integrate in your teaching? There's an AI in curriculum, ethical AI framework, sustainability in business education, certification alignment. Let's see if you can see the QR code and you can um, click and see what comes up. Let's see, I'll go to the results after this. I couldn't stop and ask you questions now, so I thought of using this QR code technique and tool, Mentimeter tool, to um, connect with you all, even without moving into a discussion mode. So, Dr. Sapna, shall I click the results? Looks like good.
Ma'am, I think we can spare 20 more seconds.
Yeah, because it has, I think it's not just one option. You can go for one or two more options.
Yes.
Just check. So let's give some time. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so I'll have to actually step out. Yes, I'm stepping out of the slides to go to the Mentimeter site to get the results. And if you, as you know, that I'll have to stop this also, but it's open now. Let me grab the results for you. And it's still, I think it's, I'll have to do it once again. Let me just click it once again. I'm trying my best to get the results. Sometimes the results are, it just came up. 1 minute. Yeah, it's come up. Let me share it again. I don't know why when I switch over from one tool to the other, it doesn't show. So here's the result. Can you see the results now? So reimagining your classroom. This is what we got today. It's a quick and easy one, reimagining your classroom with AI. So some of them, most of them have said AI in curriculum. That's the highest, and then ethical AI framework is the next. You will be seeing that ethical means you're not just asking the AI tool to do your assignments and then you copy and paste it. You have to move them into an understanding that ethically you need to understand what it's talking and then use it after understanding it and write it in your own words. So we need to have that framework ready, and every institution will adopt it. They are already in the moved into that direction. Then we can see the 10 is certification alignment. I'm so happy that all of you have started understanding or already understand the need and the the how mandatory it is getting, it is becoming now. And then the sustainability in business education. So we need to be in it. None of us want to leave our jobs, right? So if we keep getting scared that, oh yeah, AI is going to teach, no, AI won't teach. AI, students, AI, and us. So if we use the AI and us together, we address the students now. So that's the only thing. The model has changed, and we need to be here and here to do this. And to be here, we need to have something, some credentials, strong credentials, which probably every university is still heading towards it, but not ready. We are all getting prepared. So we need to be going ahead, because as leaders, as trainers, we are supposed to be the first ones to jump into it. Thank you for listening. Let's go back. I'm stopping this share. You can actually take a picture to understand this. This is just for enhancing my understanding of how people think, what they are planning for their future. I'll have to again go out of this and get back to my slide. And I'm sorry to say this is happening, but this will not continue for long. But the QR code method was amazing to keep in touch with you all. Okay, so this we have done. Let's go ahead with another one. Uh, yeah, so no, I think I moved. Yeah, this is almost at the end. So I had actually got into some of the reference sites. So that's what researchers do. That was my references that I have given there. I think most of the things I wanted to cover has been covered. Let me also talk about this for the Q&A. Just before we start the Q&A, I would like to talk about what this Alvin Toffler is talking. Uh, so the future belongs to those who learn, unlearn, and relearn. So this is actually coming up from a person who was himself not, I would say, not only an educator, but this person was an American writer, first of all. I'm just going back, American writer. And I love this saying because he talked about, he was a futurist and visionary thinker, and best known for his works on the effects of rapid technological and social change. And he co-authored many books with his wife Heidi Toffler, which talked about future shock in 1970. He was well ahead in his time, in his times. And future shock described how society experiences stress and disorientation when rapid changes come. And that rapid change is being experienced here now. The third wave in 1980, he introduced the concept of human civilization evolving in agriculture, industrial, whatever, digital, and then power shift in 1990. And later on, he was talking about telecommunicating and remote work much before it began, ahead of his times, and the rise of the knowledge economy. So nowadays we are all living in the knowledge economy. This is a new term, and remember, this knowledge economy is we are not talking about only the monetary and other economic aspects. We're looking at who is there in it, who is there who has learned it and who is there in it, who should continue with us. That's the thing, and that's the hallmark of our career path goal, that we need to be guided. And this is more like, I thought this was an important topic to share with my people, all of, I mean, especially when I belong to my home country is India. So I wish to follow the path of giving back to the community. So this is one of those sessions, I believe so. And now information overload is happening. You all must be saying, "Oh, we've attended such sessions, we've done this." Yes, that's what Toffler also said. That information overload is always distressing. It's not so welcomed. But I can say one thing, that uh, we don't need to welcome it, but we need to address it. We need to say that yes, overload is there, but what is my niche in it? What do I select for myself? That's why I went through those QR code sessions where you gave me what you wish to do. And that's the interesting part. So don't get bogged down by those overload information coming in through webinars and seminars and stuff like that. But carve your niche, pick that one, lead into that area where you feel you fit the best, which is with the latest trendy technology and the AI world. So that is, and that's why this famous quote was the one more quote he said, and that is actually we are ahead of our 21st century. We should say that to illustrate the he said once that the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, no, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. That's why the future belongs to all of us who actually plan to learn, unlearn, and relearn. So now I stop by for the QR code. Oh, okay. This is my LinkedIn QR code again. So you can actually send me an invite and connect with me. I will connect after this session. And I have my contact email, my work email, which I don't share with everyone, but with you all, I have, because you are responsible educators, and I can, peacefully share it with you. And my personal Gmail is there, and my consultancy, I do run a small consultancy on, this same thing that I'm talking about, that how do you carve your own niche, and a consultancy on addressing how you adapt and adopt AI tools into your day-to-day work, and also in various small and medium enterprises. And I am doing that in Niagara Falls itself. Plus, I get into guest speaker events and where we address all this. So thank you for being here. Let's go ahead with the Q&A session. I hope I didn't take a longer time, did I, Dr. Sapna? Was it okay? On time?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Thank you so much. So
So
we can have
I
question
think
answer sessions now.
Yeah, so I'll move out of this site. I'm just giving you all 1 more minute to scan the code if you wish to connect, and I'll go back to the first slide with the topic there, and I can also stop sharing, because that will be better, because I can see everyone who's talking. So if I'm stopping the share, this is 1 second more or 2 seconds more that you have this here to connect. And thank you for being here. Let's discuss. If you have any questions, do write on the chat, and Dr. Sapna will coordinate. So here you are. Thank you for your patient listening and for your enthusiasm today, and participating in the Mentimeter sessions. Yeah.
Can I start with the question, ma'am, if you allow?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay.
Actually,
Ma'am, when we talk about 5.0, it actually it's the era which is taking human and technology hand in hand. This, of course, we
yeah.
understood. And as you said, that AI is the connection between students
Mhm.
and between what we want to deliver. Of course, because we have to use AI by all means. But do you
Mhm.
really feel that anyways it is going to pose a threat on us as an educators if we don't upskill ourselves or if we don't reskill ourselves on any
Yeah.
paradigm somehow? So is it going to pose any threat as an educators to us?
Okay. So this is, I guess this is your question. Thank you. Uh, Yes, to some extent, I would say that I have been in this field for years now. It's my 25th to, I should say, 31 years of working experience. Worked in the industry in Canada as well, in the bank CIBC and Canadian Tire Corporation. These are supply chain also, and in the learning division. Seen the industry, seen the academic world everywhere. I would say this industry 5. So what we are looking at, the technologies that are coming in, is actually a developing concept, and it is changing the world very, very strongly. I should say every sector is getting impacted, and what we can see is the, as you said, the human centric. It will remain human centric, is because we don't want to oust the human element in it. The human element has to remain, otherwise we created something that we get, we get removed from there. We cannot enhance it, because any AI tool which will be created by humans will do only enough that much it is supposed to do. But you keep on adding that in it, adding and using it, then only it get enhances. So it's generative. So the generative nature of technology that we are using today, it's human centric, it's sustainable, it's resilient, and it is also a part of the industry where the earlier version of the 4.0, where the automation and digitalization were dominating, but now it's the human element and sustainability which is dominating. And I can also say that the social good that we do, the ethical, everything is getting looped in. It's not that only one or two sectors are getting looped in. So when we think about the threats, yes, one can see both risks and challenges. I won't deny that. But what I can gauge and see is the analysis of potential threats would be like, the downside is there always, that if people do not enhance their knowledge or jump into it with the aim of achieving, enhancing their skill sets, and then offering their expertise to the world, whether it be industry or academic, it will pose the same thing that we are scared of. The risk is there. So the potential threats, if I can talk about, is your first of all, the obsolescence, or the current traditional teaching style will get obsolete. You're right, it will. So what are we then, what are we going to teach, and how are we going to run our classes? So this is actually, we'll get into the world of smart tutors. The smart tutoring would be like adapting to the learning systems, the LMSs that are coming up, the AI influenced and AI enhanced learning systems will have to learn that. It will also, it will have robotics, because instead of we talking, we can also have an avatar talking on our behalf, probably in the future. But what we wish to teach, that avatar cannot do, we need to do. You get the human element there. This is, I'm talking in a very crude way. So an avatar cannot do that. A robot cannot do that unless I push the robot to do what I want it to do. So we are required. We are required. And as educators, we do lot many things like grading, feedback. We do content delivery. We even do tutoring, one-on-ones also with students who need it. So that will never get eliminated. And maybe it can get automated, but AI world will supplement it, but it will never get eliminated. I hope I've answered your question.
Absolutely, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much for amazing session.
Anyone else? I think Mayank
Yes,
Jain has a question.
Mayank sir, over to you.
Evening, ma'am.
Yeah, hi, good evening.
Can you just highlight the difference between the doing the paid training will help us more than practicing the common or popular LLM tools like Notion AI? So, what is the difference as an educator?
Okay. So your question is if we actually
The
just
courses which you
adopt and
highlighted,
practice. Yeah. So you just learn and practice, and probably you would say that getting formal training in it. Is that so? As I understand, is that what you're asking?
uh,
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 Mayank ji?
I
Yeah.
just asked. I'm just asking ki, uh, the popular tools which we are using, like ChatGPT or Notion
Okay.
AI, or Gemini, will
Mm-hmm.
work. We need
Mm-hmm.
to some extraordinary paid training modules
Yeah,
which you
it
highlighted.
will. Yes.
They will
Okay,
help us
so
more. Hmm.
yes, to get into the era that we are heading for, you're right, Manji. It is like uh, it's really important to understand this part that we only use most of us use ChatGPT because it was the first one which was actually offered to the world. So most of them and it has learned more than others. That's true because the older the child, it's more educated and more learned. So the younger the child, it's still learning. That's called generative AI. So it is already known. But then which area it is learning more? Now that's the question. It's not learning everything. Probably people have jumped onto Gemini, to Claude, to Julius, to all other types. And now the era of carving your niche or picking that AI tool which works for you the best. Suppose you're a supply chain educator and you're looking out for students who could get into that field and you're training them and you're asking you questions. It's like you want to do the best in that. So probably ChatGPT is not the right one for you. It will be something which is in that area, probably something is yet being made, or you can explore more areas like which is addressing blockchain very effectively and efficiently. That should be the game. Now it's not that we all use to write emails, we use an AI tool. Another thing I would like to address over here, and this is which I feel I have just addressed yesterday in my class, yesterday to my I am teaching emerging technologies to the master students, and they are from around the world, from Europe, from Southeast, and from Indians also, India also, and Far East as well, Korean students, and all over the world. So that's a mix of students there, but they are highly well versed. They are master students, not because they wanted to only do masters. They are coming back after years of experience. Now they were asking this question, same thing, Manji, that what exactly do you think? I have only one request that when you use any AI tool, at least adopt one, subscribe to it, pay for it, then you really get the feel of using it, which is enhancing your area, and it is already developing. And so the moment you're using something which is not subscribed, which is not like you are not paid subscriptions are there for, so identify your most important one and adopt it, subscribe it, work using it. You will find the difference because it tells you some of the most of the teaching they have these teaching tutor related ones, or you can customize another version. I would say if you are using some tool and you want to customize it for you, it is more of a middleware of using GPT, using AI tool, not only ChatGPT, but creating your own customized AI tool is the future. So have we done that? And are we prepared
Actually,
or
I'm
are
into
we
accounting and
ready?
taxation.
Yeah. So,
Sorry. Actually, I'm
yeah.
into accounting and taxation. I'm teaching
Okay.
income tax,
Okay. Okay.
creating the case lists, semi case lists. So
Yeah. So,
for a long period, I am searching for the best tool.
you have a
That's why
few
I
of
asked
the
this question.
Yeah, so Mayank, one of the AI tools that are there in the market is Zero, XERO, Analyst Plus AI. So I don't know if you've used it. I also teach because of my LLQP, my licensing into the Financial Services Regulatory Authority of Ontario. I'm licensed there for financial services, mostly into risk and insurance. But I would say that they are using multiple things to teach and learn. But when you want to do something in the business accounting, workflows is handled very well by Zero, and it's not with a Z, it's XERO. It's an XERO analyst, we call it, which is an AI enhanced tool. Another would be Bot Keeper, they say, instead of Bookkeeper, then there's Dext Prepare. So some of the tools which you can actually get into. Then risk based would be even MindBridge AI auditing tools are there. I would say explore a few more tools which work for you, which are more on the because accounting is more region specific. So if I give you a tool which is an American it may be offering, it may be following the gap model. So the gap model is not what we actually use in India, especially. So FIRS is there, so you can actually locate those tools which are giving offering services in that area, and that will help you. Many are there, but I will not name all because I'm not very aware of which ones which will be for the accounting AI or bookkeeping AI for Indian accounting sector. Yeah, business account, bookkeeping and accounting is a little different from the American one here. And that's why when people come from the accounting and bookkeeping here, they do need to take some challenge exams, including law. So some of the areas, engineers don't have to take many of the challenge exams because most of the courses are similar, and I've seen them backing jobs easily. But then in some areas, yes, we need to. Teaching also, they need to enhance those teaching skill sets. But yes, it's always good to come with some more degree program that you've done, plus enhance your knowledge with some, I would say, instructional designing courses are offered here to understand that. So accounting, yes, you'll have to specifically reach out to those tools which help you. I hope I've answered your question then.
Thank you so much. I'll try zero.
Yeah, it's XERO. So please, but see that
XERO.
it is catering to your area, to the region specific. These tools should be region specific. If it is, ask in some of the query based search commands. Ask if it is specific to Indian region. Yeah. Okay, I have another.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. And Shrutika, that's another faculty member who
Yeah,
needs to
yeah.
ask a
Very
question.
good evening, ma'am. My name is Shrutika Nigam, and I am from IPS Academic. Ma'am, my
Okay.
question is that as you told about the some new AI tools, so can you please
Okay.
highlight some more AI tools that we can introduce in our syllabus related to IT and business analytics subjects?
Oh, then thank you for the question. Yes, it is the most interesting question because IT itself is always doing AI. They are already in the AI world a lot. So
Yeah, ma'am.
I would say if you're in the computer courses that you're teaching, yeah, mm, I would say initially we are actually engaging the students. I'm not teaching computer science though, but the AI tools are many. The best ones would be something like I would say you're looking at those. GitHub is Copilot. GitHub Copilot would be one. GitHub has many more features now. It was initially we used to have our programs and codes there for people to. It was a repository, but now it's more into a lot of other things like GitHub Copilot completes and explains coding because you may need that to explain to people. And it can also code interpret. It has Amazon code whisperer, they call it, but I know it is just talking about correcting your codes. So that can be possible. Another would be there are many other deep codes and I think the regular things are many things are coming up new, but I would say Chat GPT API, but a specific one which I use often is Microsoft Azure. Microsoft Azure actually even lets you build and understand how AI tools are made. And that's what I did. And I also came up to a research, as I said, patented. Another patent that I would be signing up for is something in the HR field, which I cannot, of course, it's a patent. I cannot talk about it much, but it does have that element which is not being used anywhere, and it's a very unique area, and I should be submitting the patent if at all nothing has happened in the world, though I cannot dream of anything. But then, if so far I gauge it's not. So, Microsoft Azure, if you've included in your curriculum, it encapsulates lot of things, lot of features, lot of coding. You can also do coding like you have R. So most of the things of Python are embedded in Azure, and Azure is the most enhanced so far, and it's a Microsoft tool. So but it's a paid tool. Yes, if you don't use it for a while and you have your model built on it and you leave it there, your money will go. So you have to be very, you have to address it in such a way that if you use it, you save your work and you remove the models from there, because if it's left and then even if you have, added $100 or paid $100 there, your money will be missing after some days when you log in again. So it eats up, because at the back end it keeps working. So Microsoft Azure is one of the best tools I would suggest you should have in your teaching. Yeah. Besides
Thank you so much,
GitHub and
ma'am.
other.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you. I think we have Shrutika's hand is up, but we've discussed with her. Anyone else who has any question? I think the total number of people in the session are 163. That's a big number, and there were few more who were earlier, and they have kept coming in and going. The total, it would be 300, including the Fridays one. You've done a great job, Dr. Sapna and Dr. Shivangi. I think
Hello,
you
ma'am.
all have
Am I
worked hard.
audible?
Ma'am, I have a question, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, Rekha Malwani. So, am I
Yes,
right?
yes,
Yes.
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 Dr. Rekha Milwani.
Okay, yes,
Ma'am,
thank you. Yeah, you can go ahead.
ma'am, this question is related with the research. Like many
Okay.
of the times we see that the people are using the AI tools and they do some kind of research and that get published. So the people who actually like those who are not using it, right? And we are doing lots of work and hard work on that. So is it create any differentiation?
Let me understand your question, Dr. Rekha. You said that people are doing a lot of research. They do collaborative research, as I understand. You're hinting at that, right? So, you think people don't do research and they bring it from somewhere, or what exactly is the
Yes, a kind of plagiarism we are talking about.
okay? Okay, so you know, many types of researchers. I mean, I would say that you can collaborate with active researchers. You can collaborate with non-active researchers. Some names are addressed only because if they've reviewed your paper, or they wish to be a part of the team because they have a background of research, a strong background of research, and most of the journals know them. So we do wish to, as new researchers, I have a suggestion that if you wish to, aim to publish in A grade research journals, or B research journals, or B plus, these are or the Scopus, the different Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. Of course, we start from Q4. The first research that you submit may not be jumping into A unless it's highly enhanced, or you're coming from an IIT world, and you can get that kind of a review from people. You have that element in it that gets picked up by the reviewers, and your research gets published in A grade journals or Q1. I'm talking about ABDC or Q1 or Keller and Francis. Yes, you Emerald Elsevier. So these are research journal publications or research publications who actually look at your profile too. You should have your ORCID, number, your PubMed, if you're from the science side, or any other where you've registered as a researcher. You should keep updating it. Then ResearchGate. These are places where you should actually show yourself, your presence there, and update it regularly. And also, when you said plagiarism, I cannot call that plagiarism completely, because plagiarism means you pick up someone else's research and place it in yours. That can never get reviewed and can never get published either, because the set of number of reviewers that are there in the journal publications, they will not allow that. Ethically, authentic researchers get published. In some journals, you may find that people do put in their name. I agree to that, that it happens, but it should happen with a strategy in mind, that you enhance your research by adding a kind of an internal research member who has the elite status in the research world, and his profile or her profile gives you the lift in getting the place in the publication in any good journal. That may be happening, and if you involve them, probably that will be a great thing to do, but you learn a lot from them. So collaborative research is a very, very focused area where you actually don't do everything on your own. Even if you're doing, you need to discuss, you need to talk to people, and people, you know, you keep on adding more thought process, and in that people get added too. So you cannot say that someone got added because he was just there for doing nothing. He may be reviewing it. All types of collaboration is there, not only writing, reviewing, brainstorming, your research tools the research methodologies that you adopt, brainstorming on that. So anyone who's contributed, even by giving you 2 or 3 literature reviews, or ask you to add their papers in it, that also becomes a collaboration. You have to respect it and involve their name or add their name after asking them. So that is the process that we follow in research. But when you say people copy and do that, I'm sure it will never get published. So that much of trust we have on the publications that go out into the world. They may have some element there of this kind, but usually the true researches are happening. You can add people's name because if they wish to be reviewers, it may be getting added, but they have a contribution. Contribution is not only writing. That's it. I hope you understand this. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, anyone else?
I think,
So,
ma'am, there is one last question in the chat box, and the question says
oh,
that how Industry 5.0 can bring inclusive economic growth in India.
oh, it's very much related to India. Very good. So, India is much ahead, and I really don't want to, just talk about that. Only India is doing it. Efforts are there around the world. Every country is doing it. Even students have come from all over the world in our institutions here, since it's an immigration-based country. So we do get the access to meet many more people from diverse background, diverse countries. Yes, Industry 5.0 is heading towards changing the world, and every country is addressing it in their own way. But India is addressing is one of the leaders in it. It is leading, but I would say that many enthusiasts are there, but some are actually still waiting to get into the bandwagon, but we need to at one point or the other. It has to be there. The smart cities are coming up in India, and the most of the IT sector is also in central India. So central India is where you are, where this IPS Academy is, and that's one of the hubs, I should say. So the smart centers is what you're looking at. Do pay a visit to those smart centers when they are where they're located. Meet people, connect with them on LinkedIn, ask them if they have any projects coming up where you could get involved and to understand. Not necessarily you always get involved by writing a research paper together, or you can get involved only by being in one of their maybe some sessions that they are running, or being there on when they are setting up stages. So involve. It may not be paid, it may not be lucrative currently, but I'm sure your enhanced learning and experience getting involved with these smart city centers coming up, you will be one of the prime people to get picked up in those institutions which will connect with these smart centers in the future. So many things are coming up. What you need to do is, even if you go to the AICTE website, you go to the websites of the IT ministry, the technology ministry, you will find projects over there, you will find grants over there. All of us are highly educated and highly have high caliber in doing something, kind of things that they want. They are in need of people, but we are not showing up. So all of you should go onto these websites, not only looking at Indeed or what's happening, what kind of people are required here and there. That's also important, but the best is go back and show your support to the Indian ministry, and they need people. They need people to come up and show their expertise and help them in developing these projects so at least you can help in your area, whichever area you belong to. Many of you all may not be from the central India, but that's what I would suggest, because what I do, the first thing I told my students is, have you seen the budget? Have you seen where the money is going? So if you've heard the budget this year, I know Indians always sit down for the budget. My supervisor used to do that. He made a trend that we used to never meet him. Dr. Nagar, we used to never meet him during the budget week, because he would say, I'm too busy. All the media people would be at his house. He's no more there, but I'm still remembering those days when I was doing my PhD. He was always, so these people were not fools. They were highly educated and lived in that limelight. That media used to reach out after the budget was done for the local area or for the entire India nationally. These to come and talk. What do you say about it? He was from the public finance field, but looking at those kind of expertise, are we prepared and are we gearing up for that? So reach out to go into the budget and see what is happening, where the money is going. So if you know where the money is going, which projects are being, look at those projects. Are we ready to jump into it and support that, or we need some skill sets to support it? If not, then you know what is missing. So when I tell the students, have you seen the Canadian budget, where the money is going? They say, no. I said, you jumped into the country and don't know anything about the budget? That's a question mark. How many of us have sat through the budget this year? Honestly speaking, only 1/4 of you all or us would have sat, probably. But after that, even if you sat through the session, download the PDF or document, read it, and see where you connect with it. Lots of engagements are happening. Sitting here, I get calls from the people saying that, would you like to join us in this project and that project? A lot of lucrative projects are around. So this question was amazing. Thank you for asking. But you need to do, no, the opportunity will not knock your door. You need to go and knock the opportunity. As trainers, educators, you can also involve your students. And we do that to any research, any project. We ask the students who's interested, come along. So you can build the team and offer some project to the local ministries or to the national level projects. And a lot of changes are coming in. Yeah. So I hope I've answered your question, but it was a very interesting question. So chase the money. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we need grants, right? We need grants. We can't keep offering. But in that, you'll also realize what is missing and where you need to build your expertise in the next 2 years, high time. If you've not enrolled in anything which is AI related, ML related, I should say ML is going together, but any technology, emerging technology related, even if it's for 6 months, 1 year, 3 months, do it, please. 10% of your earnings should go to education or upgrading as learners, as educators. So that's the belief was given to me by who set up NIIT. I worked with them for years and they've done very well. They always said, if your 10% of your income, annual income, is not going in upgrading, there's something wrong. Okay, so that's it. So I've got a lot of LinkedIn connections. I'll be sitting doing that today and saying a hi to all of them. And I guess thank you once again, Dr. Sapna and Dr. Shivangi, and to the entire IPS Academy for giving the opportunity to all of us, not only but me, but to connect with you all, to connect with so many members from all over India, I mean the entire East, West, North, South, and yes, I did get raised in Pune. I was brought up in Pune, but I moved to Indore after my wedding, and my family is here, but we do keep visiting. July, I was in Indore. I was meeting people from IPS Academy as well. And I do visit every year. Maybe next year, May is lined up. So anyone who wants to meet IPS will know when I'm coming. So let's see. And all the best to all of you. And if you need to ask anything, you're most welcome. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, we just wanted to thank you. So, well, very good evening, ma'am. And it's our privilege to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks to you, ma'am, for your inspiring and insightful session on AI and digital leadership for career success, skill certification, and emerging technologies. Ma'am, your discussion on emerging technologies, blockchain across different courses, and AI driven cybersecurity truly expanded our vision for the future of education. Your emphasis on reimagining your classroom with AI beautifully reminded us that AI, us, along with our student, can truly change the learning pattern and classroom experience. The way you connected AI in curriculum, ethical AI frameworks, sustainability and business education, and certification alignment encouraged us to think deeply about how we can integrate this idea into meaningful uh, teaching. Your message, teach with empathy, teach with AI, was perfect reminder that technology should empower, not replace the human touch in education. So, on behalf of IPS Academy, I sincerely thank you, Dr. Naila ma'am, for your time, wisdom, motivation, and for your truly inspiring us to reimagine our classroom and ourselves in the age of AI. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And thank you once again to all the listeners, all the participants, the entire IPS Academy coordinating team, to the director, Dr. Vivek Kushwaha, and his team. All of you are involved with this huge exercise of developing the faculty, which is a very important thing in today's times. Thank you once again. So keep in touch, and we'll see you again on Friday.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your wonderful session.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And now we proceed further with the session two. And we already have our speaker with us. Before we start, I would like to take a privilege to introduce our next speaker for the day, Dr.